like you're riding a wild bull there. You better not have a fully loaded spring ride. This air ride is already giving you hell. Feel like you're on a boat. A spring ride, shit. To knock your disc out of place. Anyway, I see they came out of California and got your boy. Oh, there's thousands of them out there. Thousands. You know, I said this on a YouTube video. If y'all didn't hear me the other day, either it was on my channel or it was on somebody's live, that those dudes been coming across here. Y'all thought it was the Mexicans. One looking fast and shit. I ain't trying to go fast. I'll catch them in about 5 minutes. Yeah, it's the Mexicans. They were saying, oh no, I was down there when they had the little camp set up. It was them coming across here from Mexico. It was them coming across here at nighttime. There's a YouTube video out. People was hiding there, not hiding, but waiting at nighttime to see who comes across the border. There was nothing they could do about it other than film. And you know who was coming across the border? Sing, and another sing, and another sing, and another sing, and another sing. Where you going? California, California, California. And you know what I was saying? I said, you'll be a truck driver tomorrow. And that's what you got right there with that guy. He was a truck driver tomorrow. Man, he was a truck driver in California and Washington. Shit! How does that even happen? Think about it. If I'm not mistaken, he slipped through the cracks. Maybe right. I gotta go back and look at the timeline. Right before they changed the rules for you to you have to go through the what is it? The new procedures to get a CDL. So they just hand him one. Do you know how many motherfuckers like him are grandfathered in? I don't think you understand. Now some people were told me, they was like, you know, why? I ain't never drove a truck or whatever before and shit like that. Okay, I got you. I had no experience. The difference is, a lot of guys, especially back in the day, rode with their daddy, rode with their grandfather. They was on the farm. They came around truck drivers. They probably rode a bike. They rode a car. A lot of these dudes was throwing rocks and shit at each other. Right? They claim they come in here, they fear for their lives, they fear for their safety, which is a lie, but in a lot of cases. But they never driven shit. Fired some rockets and shit at each other if they had them, and other things like that. But anyway, I'm gonna answer that in a few minutes. So you got sing, and a couple other people that come across California, and you know they going to Central California up there in Bakersfield. Y'all know that's what's up there. That is the I-40, the Central California I-40 wrecking crew. They come out there in the wintertime, they wreck shit up from California all the way to Arkansas, then it kind of like dies off, right? Because you don't see all those wrecks happening pretty much. Too far past Memphis, right? So you got them doing that. You got Vlad and them, they play around up on I-80 and stuff. They kind of like all over the place. In the wintertime, they're wrecking shit too. Or they got American drivers wrecking shit for them. So you got two types of things going on there. If y'all didn't hear me the other day, you got the double license plate agents down at the border. For the most part, with them, the Mexico trucks, you gotta worry about the rates with them. All of them, you gotta worry about the rates. But the other two, oh my God, you gotta worry about if you're gonna live or die if you're next to one of them. They be running down the road all up your ass and shit, trying to do 100 in a 45. You done seen the videos, you done seen the evidence. These dudes don't be hitting no brakes, nothing. Running over everything in sight. Killing anywhere from 3 to 10 people in some of these cases. Destroying about 5 to 20 cars and trucks. And then every time they get out, it's just like a walk in the park. Hey, what's up? How you doing? That's if y'all didn't hear me the other day when I was on the video. So what are we doing, man? What are we doing? So they went down there to pick him up. They're taking him back to Florida. What I hope is he gets fried and he doesn't get deported. You know? Because these dudes are constantly getting away with everything. I've been hit, had my truck fucked up, no insurance for them. I don't get no money back because we gotta find them. We can't find them. We don't know who's who. How are they getting loads? That's why I go off about the flag shit and all that shit. How are they getting loads? If I go down the road and get stopped, they see me, oh man, he got Tennessee or North Carolina tags, he all the way over here. Pull him over, we gotta check him out. And maybe they can't find it and they'll come up with something that's like years old in the book that they don't even be applying, or they just force something to happen. These dudes got shit clear as day in their face, cannot speak the language, cannot understand a road sign, nothing. Just let them go. I've been talking about that for years on YouTube. So it's just a thing now that everybody's talking about it or making money off of it. But I've been talking about that shit for years. So you go back to the hey buddy shit, 10 years maybe. 10 years. I used to say things like, hey, the number 1 and 2 rules of read and speak English. Things like that. But then it went from that to like a mega safety issue. Nobody listened. Now everybody following everybody on Twitter or whatever you call it, X and all these other places and shit. Like, it's been here. It's been spoke about. But now, it's a thing. Go back. Go on my channel. Go find the videos. Go back 8 to 10 years. Maybe. Yeah. My magnet ain't acting right. But anyway, it's a thing now. Now people telling ICE is gonna be at the weigh stations. No, they need to really enforce shit. You need to. Y'all say all this is federal. We operate under federal regulations. Then why the fuck are we allowing California and Washington and these other states to do what they do? I don't know. Why are we letting? Why they got the green light to do whatever and to move the goalposts? With that said, now they're here, fucking up the rates, fucking up people's lives. People can't get the money because they done flew back to India, not these dudes, but other dudes, or flew back to Russia or whatever. They have no insurance. They had insurance. They moved it around. These dudes, I don't, like, what are we talking about here, man? I think now it's getting to the point, they're not playing no more because now, like I said, what is it? I said it already. What is it? Every month? You know, every 4 or 5 weeks, there's a catastrophic one. And there ain't no American truck drivers doing that shit. So you tell me, all these casual accidents and shit. You know, yeah, American truck drivers getting in accidents and shit, but not like that, man. And if it is usually some old dude, no disrespect, that gets into it. He like 65, 68 years old. I don't know, maybe his reaction time ain't good. These dudes just be out of space doing shit. Some people say it's terroristic. I don't know. from the looks on their face, it looks terroristic. From what you be hearing from some of these dudes, they be like, oh man, your country is this and that or whatever. So it's crazy. But yeah, it needs to be fixed out here. I'm telling you, we have to knock some of these dudes completely off. Shut them down. Shut them down. But anyway, before I go, I know that's been the hot button topic. But there's another one, and I didn't even do enough research, but I saw it, and then I kind of like glazed over it because it was like, well, I should say glaze, whatever, haze. We ain't doing none of that. So, what happened was there was an incident in Kansas. We can't let this go unseen either. And I know I'm against letting the Central California boys come out here, run their trucks. Some of them, I'm going to say, because some of them are good people. And Vlad. In the Chicago community, whatever. Now you gotta remember, they moving all over the place nowadays. They trying to get up out of there. We see you moving around. So don't get it fucked up. We know y'all moving around. Florida, Kentucky, or whatever. I got another video where I had got stopped about a month ago. I just never released it. Unfortunately, this incident happened, so I am gonna release it anyway. But I don't sit around and call people. I'm just gonna say it like this. I don't call people diaper heads. I don't call people rag heads. You know, I don't go there. If I think you're a fucked up driver, you do fucked up things or whatever, then that's what I'm just gonna say. Now I might say, hey buddy, because the reason why I say hey buddy, because a lot of guys from foreigners, their thing is, hey buddy. Like Friday, when it was Top Flight Security, Craig and Day Day, and the Indian dude ran the plaza, hey buddy. Vlad, I got good Lord. Everybody know Vlad is Russian. You know, I don't know these names. Some of these names, they're long ass names. Funny but serious at the same time. Look like somebody just fucked up Scrabble or something, or just threw the letters up in the air. They just landed. But anyway, I'll say some shit like that. But I will never call somebody fucking those names, those like real fucked up derogatory names, and then follow it up with get out of our country, my country, this and that, and say other things around it. And it's just not, it doesn't do me anything. But the incident that happened here the other day in Kansas, why nobody's talking about it? Because when I first saw it, I'll tell the truth, I just thought somebody got backed up on at the truck stop. Oh no, some white dude and some foreigner, I assume he was from Somalia or something or whatever. I guess they got into it, and old boy got in the truck and backed over the foreigner. Are we serious? Nobody's gonna get me that mad unless they got a gun in their hand coming at me for me to run them over like that, or unless I'm out here in a motorist or a four-wheeler or something, does something crazy, like come in front of me for no reason, it's clear as day right here, you block me and I see you getting out of the car with the hammer. Oh, then I'm gonna hammer you. There's no way a man's gonna be standing in the back of a truck or in the parking lot 70 feet away and you just get mad at him and back over him and let him, you know. Why nobody talking about that? Help me out here. Because you can't let shit like that slide under the rug. Regardless of what's going on out here, how many times Vlad ran somebody over, how many times Hey Buddy or the Central California boys ran somebody over. I can't really say that about the Mexicans like that because you don't see it as much. You see some other shit, but you don't see this, like you see out of these other two groups, right? But help me out, why? And why this man getting an argument with this dude and back over him with his truck? I want to go back and read more into this and see. Still no justification at the end of the day. You dudes can't be going around saying, I seen comments on Facebook, good, one foreigner gone. Y'all bugging, man. Like, let them be gone another way. Let them get in trouble for writing a bad check or something and be gone. People argue every day. I got in arguments with people. I don't go kill them because I didn't like how they parked next to my truck, or they didn't like how I did something or whatever. What we talking about, man? I'm not, just because I don't agree with certain things certain groups of people do, I don't really know the full story. There's no reason for me to kill them. Kill them for what? Now I'm gone. What I'm gonna do? Sit in the fucking prison making license plates? I'm 40, 45. I can't go unless I have to go. There's certain things, yeah, then you have to go at all costs. There's certain things, yes. That right there, no. So at the end of the day, you know, you gotta do better, man. And then on top of that, the dudes with Old Point Clyde, North Carolina. Like, what is that? Like, I don't care who he got in an argument with, because it didn't look like he got in an argument with nobody according to the very first video. He was up there saying, oh shit, it looked like they're about to get at somebody's ass over there. And then they came over to him and made him get in his truck. Then it went from there. It doesn't even matter what words was being said. Why the fuck are you trying to flip over this dude's truck with him in the truck? I hope he owns that place after that. What are you, bugging? There's no excuse for that. None. So now I wasn't just going to talk about dumb boy. Sing and sing. After they done left and then got in a rental car or whatever and went back to California and they try to flee the country. And what's so stupid about that in the mouth? I was a trainer, right? I had students, and I had one student, rest in peace, where he was on the interstate, or he was on a road like this is a U.S. highway, where no U-turns are allowed, and this boy made an attempt to do a U-turn, and I got on his ass. And the one he tried it, and it was in the rain. And it was raining hard. Boy sitting out there waiting, huh? This is a dumbass lane switch right here. He should come get him. But he did it again on the Indiana toll road. I'm the trainer, and I'm sitting there, and I know he did this, and I'm like, yo, what are you trying to do, man? Don't ever do it again. That's the second time you did that. I mean, he didn't do it. He was about to do it. You ever try that shit again, you let me know when you about to do it, because I'm going to get the fuck out of the truck. And when you do it and get ran over, that's you. I'm not going down with you being a fool. That passenger, his cousin, I'm pretty sure was a driver too, or was going to be the one every time he went to the shippers and receivers speak English, because I noticed that's what they've been doing a lot lately, pulling up at places. The other guy gets out, he's speaking English, the driver sits in the damn truck. Yeah, I peeped, y'all. Why? He's just sitting there with his phone. You didn't know that he pulled off on the shoulder running over the rumble strips? And then look up, yo, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Nothing? Cook him too. Get him up out of here. But anyway, man, a little touchy. Might not get enough views like the other ones. I might get some mad people. But some things you just don't do. You know? No need to back a man over in the parking lot because you got in an argument with him. Unless he's pointing a damn gun at you or something. And these boys here, what they doing? Cause, here we go in a couple of more months, few more months. It's winter time. You know what's going to happen on I-40 between Needles, California, and let's just say Nashville, Tennessee. You watch what happens. You watch what happens up on I-80. You watch who's doing it, who's in it. For the most part, we used to make fun of Swift getting crackerjack CDLs, CRST, CR England. These dudes was really getting crackerjack CDLs. There's thousands of them in California. There's probably thousands of them in Chicago and other places. It's wild, man. It's wild. 10 years ago, I was just talking about reading and speaking English. Yeah, with the problems you probably can't read the road signs. Now, oh, yeah, the wrecks are crazy. The wrecks are crazy. Three, 4, 5, 8 people, no insurance. You should be locked up on the spot. The system needs to be better. California, Washington, and New Mexico. How y'all, New Mexico's a funny ass state. They'll fuck with me going 3 miles an hour over, or just randomly get me or whatever and do some. But them, the laws out, they don't do nothing. They don't enforce it. Cali really don't enforce it. You gotta blame these states. Oh, so y'all ain't applying the pressure like the other people. You mean to tell me you had a road sign in New Mexico and you didn't get them right there? He just fed right then and there. The families should sue the state of New Mexico, the state of California, the state of Washington, and whoever else is involved with this entire process of these dudes. Entire shakedown. What we talking about? There's plenty of people to sue. Giving out CDLs. You can't even speak English. You can't even read the road signs. So we know you couldn't read them. If you couldn't read them in our language, you couldn't read them in your language. The Mexicans, at least, the Mexicans got their signs pretty close. I can go to Mexico and read auto and stuff like that. I know it means stop and things like that, and yield and things like that. I don't have a problem with them. With the signs. We just got a problem with the double license plate agents and the rates going down. They get in here, run around, them Canadian trucks too, run around and don't go back. But had to get this off, man. Had to get it off. I still got that video from like a month ago. I just didn't release. And it almost really at this point, but I'm still going to release it. Because you will hear this officer and me having a discussion, saying certain things about the situation, and you will hear the state of California come up and etc. And then here we go today with this situation here. Everything that I've said for the most part about this stuff before it happens, you can't really argue with me about it. There's no debate about it. Because when I say Central California boys getting these big ass catastrophic wrecks and don't be having insurance and stuff, what happens? Fast forward 3 weeks later, fast forward a month later, and you go up and down the line, who's getting in the wrecks, who's having these things that I'm talking about. Now wait. Same thing with flag. I'll wait. You can't argue with me about that. You can't. Because I've been talking about it for about 10 years. And anyway, with that said, man, y'all enjoy yourself. Have a good day. We out here trying to get that money. I hope you trying to get money. We're going to have some other shit to talk about down the road.